Hey, Barbara, congratulations. You did awesome, winning first place in the 2D. And this was in Elkton with 75 riders. The 15-1 won it. You ran a 15-6. You said this is your second time running in this arena, so let me know if this is a personal best fast time as well. And you said you decided to come here because you want to get better at being assertive, riding aggressive indoors, because that tends to be where he's not as free as outdoors. And you did a beautiful job. You also were working on riding third barrel like you've been riding second, so that he didn't stutter step at the pivot spot on third. You rode it more like you do your second barrel, being patient and letting him get all the way to spot 3 without picking him up with your hand, but keeping your hand low and forward and focusing on looking and riding to spot 3. So you did a great job. He comes in excited, ready to go, and you send him in nice speed to the first barrel. Now, this is a shorter score. You also used a little bit smaller arc, but the way that you ride them, front and back feet square, and the way that you're looking at your arc, even with a smaller arc, he sets up there. If anything, when he rates here, he almost, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, sorry. I thought I was going to sneeze. Okay. He almost starts digging in here, and here you can see how because he comes in really fast. So I'll put it back in forward motion. You see he starts digging in, but he keeps his forward motion for the most part. It's a short score, and as fast he was coming in, you can just start seeing he's starting to get in the ground a little bit more. But his first strider rate's here with his tail towards the alley. His second strider rate is here when your leg is just past the barrel. So you have the barrel behind your leg with your hand low and forward. And again, you ride the quarter turns, loose rein, heels, hips. I mean, just beautiful here. And he keeps moving. You've got about a 3-foot pocket coming in, and on the back side, there's your first stride around in the hole, so that when he gets to a second stride, he pushes off perfect. Your leg is at the barrel, your rein is loose, you're looking for your next spot 1. He can pull off, you can push off, perfectly, and you can pull up on the horn and give him his head and stay off of his head, put reins to the ears to let him run. He was a good boy, and he already swapped his lead. The thing I love about him is you don't even have to switch your hands till you're ready to go back to rating the next direction. So right here, he swaps his lead, and back here, and he starts to set up for rate. You swapped your hands right there and go to the horn. So he rates 1, but notice again, square and centered. You are looking straight past the barrel. Shoulders and hips are even with his. Everything says go straight. And then here's your second strider rate. Again, your legs at the barrel, and you're still riding centered. Your spine and his spine are perfectly aligned as you're going to go to your first stride around the barrel. And then here you are in the hole. Notice again, your hand is forward. You're being patient to ride all the way to spot 3. This horse will roll back if you do not. So you keep riding with your legs. You keep looking at spot 3. Your hand is forward and low, so that he stays forward. Now there, you're like really trying to get up, and you have literally a couple inches between the barrel and you. And that's why you'd have to do what you have to do. You kind of pushed yourself as far away from it as you could by cocking your body, and you guys literally just cleared it. And you pull up on the horn, gave him his head. Now third barrel, you're trying to ride like you do second. And I thought you did a great job. You can ride him one hand into the third barrel, and he does fine. You sat. He rates 1. He rates 2. Once again, forward motion to your legs at the barrel, 3-foot pocket. Spot 1 to 2. He's in the hole. First right around. And here's where you did better. You kept your hand up. You looked at spot 3 and kept your legs on, just like you do as you sit in the saddle as well. So you're sitting, driving, hand low and forward, looking at spot 3. Perfect. And then he's able to set his pivot foot and not lose forward motion. You have your leg even a little bit forward at his shoulder. I guess maybe get it out of the way. And then you pull up on the horn, or maybe you didn't even realize it was there, but you pull up on the horn, start driving him. And then this is another thing to make sure he's really running all the way to that timer. And there it is. And you did a great job with that before you pulled him up. So beautiful run, Barbara. You definitely put a textbook run here. It was very beautiful. I wouldn't change anything. It worked for you guys. you're a half second slower. So if you were trying to shave off that last half second, fundamentally, he did set up just a tick early right there. So you might be able to push him a little bit harder. Maybe that would change it. And then you may have to, if he goes in a little bit harder, he may need the 10-foot instead of only the, whatever that is. That's where he comes in right here. I would say that's maybe 5 or 6 feet right there. So you may have to, if you come in a tick harder, you may have to come in just a smidgen more, like 10 foot to 3 foot instead of 8 foot to the 3 foot. And then he did get in and out nice. And then, of course, you drove hard. I thought he ran hard. You might be able to yell at him out of each barrel to shave off another 10th. Like, as soon as you're here, smooch at him, yell at him, whatever you want to do. And just let him know, to get going and smooch at him some more. He ran, I think, hard second, third. You might be able to get him to run just a tick harder to first, a tick harder out of first. But ran hard to third, ran hard home. And again, if you go any harder to the first, you may have to adjust your arc with an extra foot or two from 8 foot to 10 foot. That would probably be wise with more momentum. But anyways, so you didn't go top side. But that's beautiful, awesome run. And I think it's a personal best. So I'm going to add you to the March personal best. And but you did meet your goals. So either way, even if it's not a personal best fast time, you certainly met your goals. And to me, that's a personal best. So congratulations. And let me know if you do the inline barrels or the in and outs for March challenges, and we'll put you in that drawing too. Other than that, you guys are awesome status, rock star status always. So great job, Barbara. And age is just a number. You are in your 70s running the 1Ds and 2Ds, 1D and 2D with your horse, and he is not just a point and go horse. You have to ride him through that entire run. So great job.